Last stop of the day, and there's no place like home for the holidays. You know, coming down to East Liverpool, people already decorating for the holidays, Thanksgiving around the bend, and they have a scrimmage underway out there in the historic field house. And this young man, I have known him since he played here. Nate Conley, what a joy to be back. And we've got some exciting stuff moving forward that we may be doing with Potter Hoops, so stay tuned. Now, this is hard to believe, 14 years, man.
Yeah, flies by. Feels like just the other day that, you know, I was hired to come in and coach, and it's been a quick 14 years, but it's my life. It's what we do. It's what coaches do. My family's invested. My kids are invested. They've been growing up in the program. I have a daughter that's in 6th grade. She plays on the little girls teams now, so it's just what we do, and I love it. And it's been a fast 14 years.
We're going to go back down that road that has got him to this point in our next video, but I want to talk about this year's team. You got Kerr Dawson coming back and a couple of other guys such as Pease that I know of. So you got some talent coming back. Talk about some of these guys who are coming back, Glenn being another one. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, Marquise was out last year half the season, but he's a ball hawk. He gets so many, he could have broke so many steal records last year if he would have played the whole season, but he's healthy now. He anchors our back row of our press. Cohen Peace hit 64 three-pointers last year as a sophomore. He's a flat-out shooter. Then we have Nate Birch who comes up, and he's just as equally as a good shooter. So we have about 5 seniors and 5 juniors that we're meshing together to form, you know, our rotation. It's going well so far. They're buying in because that is pretty deep, going 10 deep. But we have fresh legs for 32 minutes, and it's been working out so far.
It has been. So you get 17 wins last year. You end up losing to that team that seems as though we were losing to 20 years ago, Zanesville, in that district final. What makes you believe you can take it the next step this year?
Well, we got a taste of it, but we had to beef our schedule up. I don't know if you had a chance to look at our schedule yet this year, but it's getting us ready for that district game. Starting off with Beaver Falls, playing at Geneva College, and we're playing in Al Deep. I don't know if you're familiar with Al Deep, but he runs the best tournaments around. So we're going to the Lincoln Tip-Off Tournament, playing Beaver Falls at Geneva, and then we're playing Western Beaver at Lincoln Park. So we're playing after Lincoln Park and before Lincoln Park on Friday and Saturday, and they're tremendous. They're so good. So it's going to be great for our fans to, you know, go and watch these games. Al does an amazing job of putting on these tournaments. We go to them every year. And then, you know, we picked up a lot of Boardman schools, you know, the Ursulines, Youngstown East, Boardman, Canfield. Yeah, Wheeling Park, really central. Nice. Because we have to get, when you get to the district tournament, it's a different style of basketball. You have to be ready for it, and our schedule in the past hasn't gotten us ready for it. We're always shell-shocked when we get to that game, so, you know, no excuses this year. We'll be ready for it.
I love what you're doing. Listen, so let's talk about this team as far as what you do, motion offense. Now, you're the coach, but when you think motion offense, and this goes back to watching the great Nick Alloy and Gary Woods always doing this, move, move, move. And it's just like yesterday, me sitting there courtside calling the game and looking over, and they were up doing this. So when you think about that, you think about a team that has to be, well, have the ability to, you know, think outside the box and constantly be making the defense, kind of keeping them on their heels. And you might say the reason you do it because you don't have some of the type A skill set that you need to just be that natural athlete to be able to jump and have that quick step and shooting off the dribble and all that. But then on the other side of the coin, you look at your man-to-man defense, that tells me you got enough faith in your men to be able to man up on someone. So explain about the motion offense and the man-to-man defense of this year's Potter, something you've been doing for a long time.
It's how East Liverpool has a brand of basketball, and it started with Nick Alloy, and I'm trying my best to continue it, but, you know, we want to get out and run, which Nick did, or Coach Alloy. I don't ever call him Nick. It might be the first time. I still call him Coach when I see him.
We love him.
We have to be smart basketball players. It's a read and react type stuff. We like ball movement, and, you know, shooters got to be set and ready to knock down some shots. But we can play inside now a little bit this year. We got Deshaun Kirby, played football, about 6'5". Malachi Reed, 6'5". They're long and they can score, and they go well. We just got a nice mix. We got a nice mix of shooters. We got a nice mix of speed, and we could go inside and out. But we have to get better on the defensive end because those district games are always in the 40s or the 50s. You know, you might score 70 points a game, but you get to play the Zanesvilles, Dovers, New Phillies. You're not scoring 70. So we have to learn how to play both ends of the court. And this group has bought into it. They've worked hard all summer, and they're hungry.
Going to come back one more with the great Nate Conley getting ready for his 14th year as Potter coach. And we're here at the Potter Fieldhouse on a rainy Tuesday night at your Pratte Pack. Stay with us.